Hello. Hi. I want to chat with you about a event that I am planning, and I have been hesitant to talk to the community about the event officially because I don't have the venue totally secured, so therefore I don't have the date totally set, but working on it. It's coming up soon. And so I want to go ahead and start lifting the veil and talking to the community about what I am planning so that we can collaborate and make it awesome. So, the event I'm talking about is the first Spinnaker Community Gardening Days, which I am envisioning as a collaborative hackathon where we can work on Spinnaker. So, my goal with this is to introduce the community to the concept of synchronously dedicating time to work collaboratively on the project ecosystem, on the Spinnaker project ecosystem. So, other goals, I really want to initiate some new contributors into the community and really get them solidly on board and give them a safe and collaborative space to start working. And I also want to provide some guidance, some motivation to get started working on open source Spinnaker. So my vision for this event is that it will be a hybrid in-person and virtual event. So that will allow participants to dial in from anywhere and work on a project team. So there's some stringent requirements for a venue based on that, but I think we can make it happen. So I would like it to be a 2-day event so that we have some time to work on some great projects, and we'll have some demos at the end and talk about show and tell what we've done and talk about it. And also it would be great to have some workshop opportunities, possibly before the hackathon, but maybe some on the first day too, for people who want to spend more time learning. And some of the ideas that have already come out to work on at the event are, well, for example, I'm on the docs sig currently. So one of the things that we would like to do is kind of punctuate it or sort of as like a relaxing break activity. We can do a card sorting exercise that asks people to like sort cards into the order that makes sense to their brains, and we want to use that to validate the organization of a website refresh that Brian Lee, the chair of the lead of the DocSig, has been working very hard on. So that's one idea. Other ideas from the DocSig are for us to kind of go through the code, for folks to go through the code labs and validate those and possibly write a new code lab, and also to possibly contribute some content. Like there's plenty of docs content that we could look at or write or contribute. And also one of the things that I've been working on for Spinnaker is starting to work on some messaging and messaging around who should use Spinnaker, why they might want to use Spinnaker, and putting that onto spinnaker.io. So we'll have some small projects that I'll propose around that. But another thing I'm really excited about working on at the Community Gardening Days is using the plugin framework to start extending Spinnaker more easily to encompass integrations with Spinnaker or hacks that people have already implemented, or maybe new ones that they want to envision at the event. So yeah, building plugins would be a great idea. And one of the workshops that I think we should definitely do as a pre-event to the Community Gardening Days would be an intro to plugins workshop, so that people are like ready to get on the ground and get started on a project team at the beginning of the event. And I want the Community Gardening Days to create a welcoming environment that provides a sense of belonging, both for new contributors and existing community members. I want to provide a good variety of tasks and projects so that people can get involved and choose based on their interest, their company priority. So maybe goals that their company has for them to work on with Spinnaker, things they need to get over the line, that should be available for people to pitch at the beginning project pitch, which is how we'll start. And I also, so one of the questions that has come up for me from the community, and especially talking to some of the leadership in the community who are very excited about this event, is my job is going to be to sell people on why would they want to do this? Why would you want to come to Community Gardening Days and work on these projects? First answer, it's going to be freaking fun. I promise you. I'm going to make it very fun. It's going to be a really fun, supportive environment, a break from work that will also at the same time be work. Again, it may help you to work towards goals at your organization, but furthermore, I think it will really help as a career building exercise, because one of the things that I firmly believe about Spinnaker is that participating in Spinnaker, participating and contributing to the ecosystem is an awesome way to build your credibility and beef up your resume. Do something awesome that you can talk about. Bragging about Spinnaker on your resume is something that you can already do. But if you're contributing a big project to the ecosystem, that's something that you will automatically be able to talk about at conferences, give presentations on. You may even get some, I don't want to say media attention, but media attention from people like me who may interview you and put a really nice, flattering article on the interwebs about you, so that when people look you up, like in an interview or to just find out if you're cool, they will find out that you are indeed cool. So those are some of the things I'm spitballing as ways that I want to sell this to people, like as far as why do they want to get involved. Also, this is the first one. This is the first time that we as a community have ever done anything like this. And I think it's a really exciting opportunity to get together, because one of the goals that I think we have right now is to figure out how to align more as a community on goals and figure out what our vision is. And I think at the higher level, in the Continuous Delivery Foundation, which I'm starting to get involved in as well, we really need to figure out how we can tell the story of continuous delivery together and what that story is. And I think events like this, where we really think about what are little problems that we want to solve and how can we get together and solve them, I think it's a really good way to start thinking in that frame of mind, like frame of mind of interoperability and figuring out what our story is. So what I'm asking you to do is reach out to me on Spinnaker Slack. There's actually a community channel on Spinnaker Slack that I created. So that's a good place to reach out to me if you don't want to DM, which DMing is great, but also excludes other people from the conversation. So feel free to reach out to me on Spinnaker Slack on the community channel, or DM me if you want to be private. And you can also reach out to me like on GitHub or on Twitter. And the Denialosaur on Twitter. I should write it down on the screen. If this was the Cloud Up video, I would be doing that, but it's DNI. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write it down because that's what people do. This is super lame, but check it out. So we got this. Oh, it's backwards. So DNILAS0R. I'll put it in the description of the video. So I didn't really need to take the time to record that. Thanks for your attention. I can't wait to work with you on this excellent event that I think is going to improve Spinnaker and make it an awesome and fun place to be, which it already is, but it can always be better. All right, later.